I'm in a place which is near to Vellore. So you can see this, right? This area is very dry, and some areas have lots of trees. And whenever I visit this kind of areas for projects or consultations, we do take care of lots of things. Um, first things, first thing is that's water management. So that is very important, especially many of the places in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. There are a lot of water scarcity issues. So we need to solve that issues. That will be the primary thing when before you start the plantation or before you start the farming. So how do you manage that? So there are many things we have to take in care of that, right? First thing is that the contour levels, how the water flows, where the water channels goes, and all those things. First you have to kind of allow them to, if the water is running, you have to allow them to walk. Then once started walking, you have to allow them to sit. Once they started sitting, you have to allow them to sleep. Then the water kind of water will be absorbed to the soil, and that gives a lot of kind of water table has to be increased. So these approaches we have to think of it. Even though one drop of water should not allow to go from your property, or you should allow them to kind of conservate it or recharge your bowels if there are any bowels. Fortunately, in this project, when we visited this farm, I have seen one open well which has a lot of water. But again, that open well, how we are going to kind of recharge it. So what I made, like the existing channels, the swales, right? So the existing water path, we made some swales. So like that, a lot of catchment areas wherever the water flows from this property to outside, we have to make a lot of catchment area. And another thing, we have to start thinking of doing some microclimate here, so that it's needed a lot of trees. Now you can see this, right? One Pongamia plant is there, which gives a good shade and lot of new green leaves when in this peak summer as well. So we need to think of doing some native species has to be planted in this property. And there are some other plants as well, like for example bamboo is a good option. We have to think where we want to block the view. Suppose this roadside, this property is not required to kind of, we need to block this way, so that we have to plant a lot of bamboos here. And other thing, the catchment area and the vegetations, right? So I'm thinking to do making some food forest here, right? So need to think of getting some native species, right? This area, a lot of mango species is there, coconut is there, jackfruit we can try, guava we can try. So like that, many native species we have to make it. And for this property owner, they want to make their personal consumption, so there will be an importance for growing grains, pulses and other vegetables. So along with this soil preparation, we have to do one round of plowing the soil. We have to plow it, and we have to do a lot of cover crops initially. That helps you to enrich the soil, nitrogen fixing things and all it's required. And we have to produce lots of biomass. So today, first level of thinking, we will make a high level plan how to first of this water flow, and I'm taking a digital contour survey. So along with this contour survey, we will match with our high level drawings, right? So it will be matched, and whatever we haven't seen, so that we can identify from the survey. So then we will make some drawings, and we will start some earthwork first, then before the plantation happens. So once the earthwork is over, we will start procuring the saplings. Again, the saplings, we have to think a lot of things, right? So the right plant, the right source, and the good quality of saplings, we have to procure it, and we have to keep for some time here. Then we will start planting it, right? So it's also required to keep some animal husbandry in this farm. So we may think of doing some goats or some cattle. So that is also required to kind of enrich the soil as well. So that is the process we just gonna start soon. So it will take some couple of days to complete this drawing, and after that sourcing and planting it. I hope that before this monsoon we will do this plantation. Hopefully there should be some plantation things also you have to take in care, this timing, the season and everything. And also I'm thinking to make all the layers of the food forest, at least some 5 to 6 layers of food forest. This canopy, this medium tree, then the shrubs, herbs, then cover crops, this biofence and tubers, etc. So that way we are kind of fulfilling this entire food forest in a very kind of quicker time. Okay, so this is a very simple way of understanding or to channelize this water stream into any of this property. So now you can see this, right? So here you can see this soil has gone out, and it is only because of this water. This depth indicates that there is a good water flow. So one level of contour is from here to this, and this water is flowing like this. So usually some cases we will not able to identify that this way. So that way we have to understand either from the contour map or when there is a rain happen. Now without rain itself we can identify when this water flows from here, this, and some water is going this way. So that you can identify with the silt. So you see this one, right? So this is the way where the silt is coming here. Like that, one part is flowing like this. Some part is flowing like this. Again, you can identify this one. See, this is only because of this water flow, and it is going like this. So what I was thinking to make a trail over here, right? So when the water flows comes here, so we just need to capture like this. This exactly the same shape. You don't need to make any other shape because this water is not flowing up, because here this contour is a little up. So whatever comes here and it is kind of catching here. So we just need to make sure this will be the silt has to taken out, and you have to make a swale here. And when there is a summer happens, you can make it as a compost bin where you can dump all your biomass. And again in this rainy season, before the rainy season, you have to take out this biomass out and you have to capture it. And the beauty of making this swale here, right, you can see this open well. This open well has more than, I think, 7 to 8 feet depth, and it has a very good water source as well. So whenever you catch this water here, it will kind of retain this water table as much you can save the water. Like that, many contours you have to identify it. So you can, based on this soil type, you can identify there are a lot of water catchment happen in this area, so that even this sides of this pond also we have to think of doing this catchment. And another catchment is going like this. Another water, this area is water flowing, that you can identify with this type of soil. You can see this, right? It's a little dry. So this area also, one part of that also we have to make. What is the water? So what we will do, we usually just like making some drawings, and it's a first level of taking some photo to identify. Now I can understand that this area has lot of water catchment, so we will just like take some snaps and we'll just mark it. Yeah, so this differentiation we can identify now. So this area like this, so you can see one area we are catching here, another area along with this one. So to protect this water body, to avoid this some soil erosion from here to there, we have to protect this bund to more strengthening this area, and some amount of water catchment we can do this area. So this help you, but you have a proper separation from this pond and this, because it's a little deep. You have to make a proper separation from here. Yes, like one thing's what we cast from this west side, so the water flows from here. So here is the north side also there are some flow with what we can see from the side and the soil itself, and the contour is pretty clear from the water flows like this. And the silt also you can see what are the silt form here. So mostly it will flow like this. So what we can do from there, one catchment has to happen from there, then it has to streamline it and make some streams over here, and to make it slow down. That is the process of catching the water, right? Instead of just running it off, we have to make them walk. That is the first thing. So that we are gonna do here, and definitely because like this area it is little up, so there are a lot of water flow happens and all. Then I'm sure that like this water table will be increased. Also they will have plenty of water to do this agriculture. So we have just like roamed almost all the corners of this property. This is one end, and this is the east side, and you can see again very easily we can identify where the water flows, right? So this is the one channel where the water flows and goes out. So we need to catch again this one instead of just like the thing is that if we are allowing the water has to just flow it, one is that the topsoil will just go, so that land fertility will be uh, reduced in coming years. So, and another thing, definitely every drop is precious, so we have to catch it. So once you handle this area also, almost all the water we have catched here, then we will do some iterations like when there is a rain happens and these all swales and catchment area is not good enough to catch it, we have to either make more depth of the soil catchment zones, or we have to make the wider of the swales, etc. So these are the practices we have to do when we do water catchment. This high level design is going on, and what I have just like we tried to catch every drop of the water from the initial stage. Next, how do we design the food forest, right? So I always think of like all the people's concerns we have to consider it, because like this property is surrounded with a lot of mountains, so some of the mountain view people needed that, so we need to think of growing that kind of trees in this borders. So here in this west side and north side and in east side has very good this one mountain view, but south side is a road. So what we are thinking, road we are gonna block it, so some tall trees like maybe some bamboos or some things which grows very taller, we have to plant it very closely in the front side, so that way you will get a good look into this property. So we are thinking of doing some bamboo in this area, so I'm just like marking it as well. Only some electric line is going on, so we have to manage that as well. We have spent around some 2 to 3 hours here. It's a little sunny, not little, it's very hot here, and it is 38 degrees Celsius today. And we have identified the slopes, where the water flows, all the basic things we just identified, and some local species, right? So what are the trees grows here, and all the ideas we got it. Now next will be the detailed drawing about this property and what are the items we can add it. After that we will make a we will do this execution, so sourcing the plant and immediately plantation, all those things we will do here. We have done today's work, and next is the execution side. So stay tuned for more updates and with a lot of tree plantations in this barren land. Thank you.